It was surreal how like he wasn't scared. He was like, "This is my fight. We're gonna win. Here we are. I'm alive. You missed me." You know, he was as proud of an American as I've ever seen.
Is there a sense, because now I'm sure you've also been watching it, we have been following this story for the time it happened, and it's been more than 24 hours. Investigation is going on. President Joe Biden came out and said, let's not get into any conjectures, let the law enforcement agencies do their job. But as somebody who is a follower, who's a supporter of Donald Trump, is there a sense about something more that could have happened, or do you also believe it was a lone wolf attack and thankfully Donald Trump is still alive?
There's always more to it. There's always stuff. We're going to be finding stuff out for the next few weeks. We've already found out a lot this past 24 hours, but there's always more to the story that's not blatantly obvious right off the bat. The whole situation was kind of strange that it was a single person was able to put a ladder up onto the building that was so close, and that building had a great vantage point of the whole thing. So why Secret Service hadn't scoped the building out or didn't even have a member of security up on that building to make sure something like this didn't happen is it's just crazy to me that there weren't those security measures taken place before he came out. It almost seems a little negligent on whoever was making decisions. And since then, we've also heard that, and I can't say whether this is true or not just yet, but we've heard that the gentleman who had taken the shot to kill the would-be assassin had sights on him for about 3 minutes, and he was being told not to take the shot, which is believable, just because I feel like there's a lot of corruption in today's politics and government, and a lot of it doesn't make sense, but I'm looking forward to figure out what the truth is in the next coming, days and weeks after more information is released.
Get ready for the ride of your life. NDTV brings you the NDTV Auto Show with me, Mugdha Mishra. From the fastest supercars to the sleekest new energy vehicles to your trusted daily ride, we cover it all. Every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. and Sunday at 8:30 p.m. only on NDTV 24/7. Your next great escape starts here.
As India gears up for the upcoming budget, a lot of expectations doing the rounds, and we have the tech sector that is looking at a transformative phase.
Finance Minister should look at giving the carrot to the youngsters. So first increasing the slab.
On one side you want to incentivize startups to come into the thing, but then again you're taxing the angels.
When it comes to labor laws, it is still state specific. So we have employees in different states, and then there's a huge cost involved with with the complying with the government laws.
I think we should embrace AI as a society. Figure out how do you take the conceptual thinking of AI to every school, every college, and every SME to leverage the power of AI, just like how we leverage the power of mathematics.
Continue to have those investments that we have seen in the past at the similar pace that is required.
Stay informed and entertained with the new and updated NDTV News app. You can watch all our channels live, listen to podcasts, read breaking and exclusive news from around the world and more. Download the NDTV app today and get access to the best journalism and storytelling on your smartphone or tablet. The NDTV app. News that matters to you.
This is about Samsung smartphones, and Samsung smartphones, I'm sure the user base is huge. तो हो सकता है आपके पास या आपके किसी फैमिली मेंबर के पास भी Samsung का फोन हो. All you need to do is to just punch in a very secret code, as this code is *#0*#. The moment you put it into your dialer, आपके सामने एक अलग menu open हो जाएगा. And guys, this is a very in-depth diagnostic menu for Samsung smartphones. ये बहुत ज़्यादा important हो सकता है if you are trying to buy a second.
You are watching The World 24/7 on the NDTV network. I'm Parmeshwar Bava. Let's begin with the top stories you need to know. Trump names J.D. Vance, once one of his fiercest critics, as his 2024 running mate. The former U.S. president has chosen J.D. Vance, the rookie senator from Ohio, as his vice presidential pick. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that Elon Musk, the billionaire and entrepreneur and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, plans to support Donald Trump's presidential campaign with substantial financial backing. According to the report, Musk will contribute $45 million each month to bolster Trump's bid for re-election. Donald Trump also notched a legal win as a federal judge dismissed his classified documents case. The Pakistani government has said it plans to ban Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, the party of jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan. China's economy slowed more than expected in the June quarter, increasing the likelihood that a gathering of top officials in Beijing this week will unveil efforts to rekindle growth. Apple's India annual sales surged 33%, hitting a record of almost $8 billion as China revenue slows. Well, a big focus. Former U.S. President Donald Trump chose J.D. Vance, the rookie senator from Ohio, as his vice presidential pick. Trump made the announcement at the Republican National Convention that kicked off in Milwaukee just 2 days after he survived an assassination attempt at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania. The selection of Vance, who only joined the Senate in 2023, will likely alarm Ukraine and its supporters because Vance has been a key figure in blocking Ukraine aid, writing in April that he remains opposed to virtually any proposal for continued funding. But J.D. Vance's rapid rise from obscurity to the vice presidential nomination has been called an only in America tale, one that will shape what America is, for better or worse, for generations to come. Well, in the Senate, Vance has cultivated a dual identity as key Trump ally and leader of the GOP's populist national wing. But who will he be as a vice presidential candidate? Well, Voice of America correspondent Catherine Gibson joins us with the latest from Ground Zero. Thanks so much, Catherine, for making time for us. Back in 2016, during the election, Mr. Vance emerged as a vocal critic of Donald Trump. He actually told Charlie Rose that I'm never a Trump guy in 2016. On NPR, he said things like, I think that Trump's noxious and is leading the white working class to a very dark place. And then he voted for Trump in 2020. He has undergone quite a dramatic transformation into a MAGA power figure, right?
He absolutely has. You know, he once called Trump America's Hitler, was wildly critical of the former president. But of course, as we've seen, he has made the change now to become Trump's vice president. We see the images of him standing side by side with Trump for the very first time as we're speaking in the convention center in Milwaukee. He has expressed a desire to serve on this ticket because, as you mentioned, he is part of that nationalist populist wing of the Republican Party and believes that Donald Trump represents that for him as well.
Well, in the Senate, Vance has cultivated a bit of a dual identity as a key Trump ally. In fact, does the program for this convention provide a window into Trump's electoral strategy to keep